would you respond, first of all, to the pre-match march today?
Everyone has a right to protest if they want to protest. So, it's my only response I can give.
You can understand the fans' frustration, but as you've said before, and Robert Elston has said before, ultimately you do want the same things.
Well, there's no bigger Everton fan than me. And indeed, when I met some of these gentlemen, I said, what do you want? What are you protesting for? And basically they want an owner with much more money than the three major shareholders here. And I absolutely support them on that, because that's exactly what I want, and that's exactly what I spend most of my life working on.
Any closer to getting the sort of interest? I know you're constantly linked with different interests, and I know that's been the story for a while, but any news of more concrete sort of interest in investment?
Well, we're constantly linked by the media, and that's because we are constantly out there and have been for, 3 years. You and I have talked about this before, Mike. There's normally 3 or 4 interested parties. And indeed, there are 3 or 4 interested parties at the moment. But what you tend to find with interested parties for this kind of deal is it takes time. The airwaves are very hot, and then suddenly nothing happens for a long time, because things like proof of funds and due diligence has to take place, and we haven't even got to that stage yet, you know. You hear the rumour mill that there are people in Everton doing due diligence. Well, there certainly aren't. But there are people out there at the moment, and hopefully that will result in real serious investment for this football club, because that's what the football club needs. That's what, forget the chairman, that's what the fan sitting in the chairman's seat wants. You know, the day I got the news from the bank in 1999 at 9:27 in the morning that my bid had been successful to take over the club, I was on the top floor of my office, and it's a big office on 4 floors, and I ran right down the office, banging on the doors and saying, we've got it, we've got it, we've got it, we're taking over Everton. Everton was in a very, very difficult time, and it was a moment I'll never forget. The day I finally get the billionaire, whoever, the buyer, the right buyer, if I'm at the top floor of my office, I will run down those 4 floors again, and I'll say, I've found the man for at least the next 10 years of what I've done for this 10 years. It'll be an amazingly happy, fulfilling moment for me, because it's been tough. It is tough. It will remain tough. But this football club is far more important than me. Far more. And my going away present will be, I'll never go away from Everton, but going away present from the director's box will be, I've found the buyer that this club needs, the investor that the club needs.
With you or with new investors,